Good morning, and we also welcome to the stage Peter Head, who I'll introduce later. He is the director of the Ecological Sequestration Trust, but he has a much longer pedigree than that. It is my honor and pleasure to be your moderator this morning at this opening plenary panel on global challenges to humanity, the demand for innovation. My name's AtKisson. And I want to thank my good friend Alexander Chikhanov for inviting me to work with you today. We're all here because we understand that Russia has an extraordinary opportunity to make a difference in the world, and we'd like to set that stage for you. We're also here because the world itself is in dire need of what this panel and this conference is about. That is to say, innovation. We live in a time when the changes that are happening to our world are happening at such a pace and are so important to grapple with that we really do not have a good understanding of the size of the challenge yet. So in order to help set the scene for that challenge, we'd like to show you a short film. This is a film that is being shown in Russia for the very first time in Russia, very short, and maps out the changes that our scientists are now calling the rise of the Anthropocene. That is to say, the human era on planet Earth, when we control what happens. Please turn your attention to the screen.
Это история о том, как один биологический вид.
This is a story about how one biological type changed. Everything changed in Great Britain 250 years ago with the innovation. And they were the first sparks of industrial revolution, which spread in Europe, in Northern America, and Japan, and then went down to the rest of the world. The railroads and highways connected the people, and medical inventions also saved millions of lives. Mineral fertilizers made it possible to feed millions of people, and the population grew rapidly. But this is actually very minor. But after 1950, there came a time of great acceleration. Globalization, tourism, and tremendous investments became the basis for the tremendous growth. And the people started to come to the cities, which became the strongest points of development. In the life of one generation, their lifestyle improved of millions of people. Health, wealth, and duration of life has grown exceedingly, and otherwise, 1 billion of people is starving permanently, and we move a lot, and we exploit 3/4 of all terrain which is not covered by ice, and this concentration of green gas have not been observed for millions of years, and the temperature of the planet is growth. We have made a hole in the ozone layer, and the level of ocean is also increasing, and oxidization of the ocean is also becoming a real threat. We are changing the natural cycle, and this is Anthropocene. It's a new geological epoch of the human domination, and this influence may cause a serious destabilization and instability. However, our creative approaches still create some hopes for humanity, and we could shape our future. And soon the population will reach the number of 9 billion people. And today we have to find the way of our development to live in the situation where we do not feel the shortage of foodstuffs and other products. And we are the first generation which confronted such types of challenges. You are welcome to Anthropocene.
The key messages in that video are about the scale and the speed of transformation in our world. We no longer live on planet Earth. We control it. We are shaping our own destiny and the destiny of the very planet on which we live. We got into these challenges because of our extraordinary capacity to innovate, create, industrialize, diffuse, spread, learn, grow. And the only way we'll get out of those challenges is by continuing to do exactly the same thing, innovating at an ever more unprecedented, rapid rate. Russia plays a particularly important role in that process. And we're here to explore both the global process and the role of Russia in it. Russia's size, security, resources, vastness, its intellectual power, the strength of its science and technology, its will to make change. These are all potentially important tools in a process of global transformation. And we're incredibly fortunate to have a very distinguished panel to explore several aspects of this challenge with us today on the issues of energy, the materials out of which we build our economy, human health and our own capacities to live good lives, education and learning, of course the role of business and investment, and last but not least, the role of the city as a place where all of these things happen. These are the themes that we'll be exploring today in our panel. But first, to set the scene for us in big picture terms, I have the honor of introducing Alexander Chikhanov. He's well known to Russian audiences, of course, for his work in the power sector here. And as many of you know, he's an excellent speaker and a thoughtful innovator himself on the issues of global change. What you may not know about Alexander is what a good listener he is. Alexander, for several years, has been listening very carefully to some of the world's top experts on all the issues that we're exploring here today, and trying to distill the essence of what needs to happen and what Russia needs to do to address those challenges.